Jump in the fast car, get an engine trembling right now. Only positivity in this space, we keeping it sacred right now. Ahí, Abu Medium, Rasulullah, Alhamdulillah. Hey, you gonna deliver this message. Even if you got a curse, you gonna deliver this message. Awesome. Are you in search of a big life? Making the right by the big life in the sky. Took the dirt on the road. Funny that you don't sleep right home. Could you be seeking acceptance? And that's for me the protection from a night. Could you be feeling neglected?
What's happening? What's happening? It's your boy Sizer for the Conscious Mind checking in. You already know what it is when I come across it for you. Page, stop, give me 3 minutes of your time, but this is a live, so stay, tap in all the way to the end. I guarantee you're going to leave with some gems or you're going to leave in your feelings. There's only two options on this platform when you join my live. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, y'all take a glimpse at the topic of tonight, and I'm going to go ahead and get it. So roll it if you got it, pull it if you got it, and we're going to get into it. So if you have an answer or something, please put it in the comments. We will discuss it. We are talking about healing the melanated family because the melanated family is the powerhouse to our nation. That's why they work overtime to destroy it and to keep it destroyed with all these gender battles and battle of the sexes and men versus women, women versus men, and men ain't shit and women ain't shit, hoes ain't shit, bros, or all that old crazy shit. It's psyops to keep us divided, to keep the household divided, to keep the kids suffering and everything like that. So with that being said, how can we fix and heal the melanated family? Y'all put y'all answers in the comments. Tap the screen for those who's getting in here. We got over 136 people. Y'all smack that screen. Get the algorithm jumping because you already know how they be doing your boy. You feel me? What's happening, Jimbo? Glad you could tap in, bit dog. I'm glad you could tap in. Let's get some people in here. Let me get my sharing on my side. Michelle Jones, how you doing? I haven't heard or seen you. I've been doing good. Glad you could tap in. Glad you can tap in. All right. How can we fix the melanated family? Because the government worked overtime to destroy it. What can we do? What's the steps? What's the solutions? We know the problems. When you hop in here and you put your answer in the comments so we can discuss this, because it is a question, so I'm going to need, some answers. Just really get into it tonight. We know the problems. Don't come on here in the comments talking about the problems. We know the problems. We've been hearing the problems since 1950s and 60s and all that type of shit. We need solutions. And when we come up with these solutions, we got to really and apply these solutions. There's no point in talking about solutions if we're not going to do it ourselves and give the example to the kids. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of every generation passing down curses, passing down trauma, passing down unhealing, not passing down wisdom and knowledge and everything like that. I'm tired of seeing every generation doing the same thing that the last generation doing, except at a higher level. You know what I'm saying? Ignorance is at an all-time high. Being dumbed down is at an all-time high. Morals is at an all-time low. Character is at an all-time low. Virtues, values, all that type of stuff is at an all-time low. And toxic shit is at an all-time high, you heard me? How we gonna fix this? What's up? What's up? What's happening, Sunbird? Glad you could tap in. Obsidian Surf, what's happening? Now, this is where we should be, most definitely. Who are melanated? If you got asked that question, you don't belong here. Brown Sugar, what's happening? Glad you could tap in. Terms, limits, Come together, form community, form non-profit organizations supporting the truth and govern self. I like that. We're going to touch on that. Need new young blood in the government. We're going to touch on that. On land, acres, self-govern, first claim your correct status, self-awareness. Okay. All those are good solutions. But before we even get to those type of solutions, we got to fix the household. We got to fix the household. We got to fix the household. All those are awesome solutions. But buying the land, it's not going to work if y'all not on the same accord. Self-governing, it's not going to work if y'all not on the same accord. You know what I'm saying? So we got to take care of the house. So once the house is situated, then once we leave the house as one, then we can move as one. So let's talk with house issues, and then we're going to talk about bigger issues. We got to start with the house first. What's wrong with the household? What's wrong with the household? Remember when you was a kid. What was wrong with the household? Remember now when you adult and you got kids. What's wrong with the household? You feel me? What's up? What's happening, Rita? Glad you could tap in. Self-awareness. Yup. Peace. Coleman. Better parenting. There we go. I like that. Community. Alright. Better parenting. I like that, Austin. I like that. Better parenting. Let's start there. Let's start better parenting. Let's start at better parenting. If y'all smoke, you might want to roll this bitch up. You heard me? Excuse my French. Oui, bonjour. Je m'appelle Carlito. Yeah, excuse my French. So, with that being said, let's start there. Better parenting. The problems with parenting, what is there? I'm going to start first. Growing up and just looking and observing the melanated community, because we all went to our friends' houses, seen their parents. We seen other parents in public. You know what I'm saying? It's our community. We know our community. We've been inside our community since the beginning. So now, parenting. A lot of parents run their house like a dictator. A lot of us then grew up with Lil Hitler. You feel me? Dictatorship. A lot of parents is stuck in their ways, and you can't tell them nothing. You can't teach them nothing because they feel like that they're older, they're more experienced, they're parents, they're here to govern you. And what you say doesn't matter because I'm the parent and you have to listen. I'm not your friend, I'm your parent. Sound like the government is in your household, don't it? Yeah, because the government is in your household. That ain't even your parent talking to you. That's the government talking to you. You feel me? Dictatorship. You feel me? Parents, let me tell y'all something. Old school, new school, future parents, parents that haven't even happened yet, but y'all gonna become parents later on. Let me tell y'all something. Melanated parents, stop telling your kids that you are not their friend, you are their parent, because you're looking at things from your point of view, and you're not looking at things from that child point of view. Fathers, if you are your daughter's first love, then you are her first best friend. You feel me? Her first guy friend at that. Mothers, if you are your son's first love and he picks all his women off of your characteristics, you are his best friend. You feel me? Because with kids, you they friend, you they parent, you their guardian, you their protector, you their teacher, you their philosopher, you their chef, you all this. So to sit here and say that you're not their friend, when parents tell kids that I'm not your friend, I'm your parent, do you know your kid will not talk to you? Your kid will not come to you about anything because you're not their friend, you're their parent. So this is why they hide things. They don't tell you things. They bottle things up, and you wonder what's wrong with your kid, and you just want them to communicate, and you wonder why your kids talk more to their friends than they do their parent, where you should have came at them as a friend during certain situations. See, a lot of parents got to learn. There's a time to be a parent, There's a time to be a protector. There's a time to be your kid's friend. There's a time to be your kid's first love, to show them how you should be loved. You feel me? There's a time for all these things, and you have to pick and choose and discern which time is which. If your kid come in the house and say he's stressed, he don't need a parent. He need a friend. She needs a friend. She don't need a parent. Your kids come in the house say they stressed. Don't tell them you young. You don't know what stress is. Talk to them, because kids get stressed. If y'all don't know, kids commit suicide because of stress. So any parent that believe kids can't be stressed, you're failing. Tighten up. Do better. Oh yeah, you on a real platform today. I'm uncut with it. You know what I'm saying? Do better. You're failing as a parent, because kids do get stressed. We know because we was kids and we used to get stressed. Our parents know, they forgot, but they know because they used to be stressed. You feel me? Stress don't have no age limit. A baby get to crying because he hungry. That baby is stressed the fuck out because he hungry. Stress don't have no age limit. And the government knows that, but our parents don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Because you stuck in their own ways. So yes, be better than that, and that gets stuck in their own ways. You know what I'm saying? Because if your parents was like mine, they would tell you that I want you to be better than me. Don't be like me. So okay, so just be better than that. You got to see the mistakes that your parents made. You got to make the adjustments and be better than them. You know what I'm saying? Don't run your house like a dictatorship. Listen to your kids. Remember what it was like to be a kid. Comprehend, feel, respond because you're listening, and don't respond because you're a parent and you feel like you know everything because your life experience. When humans are flawed, parents are flawed, no parent is perfect, and parents fuck up. So, with that being said, gotta do better. Better parenting. Don't let money raise your kids. Knowledge, wisdom. Knowledge, wisdom. You know what I'm saying? You can give your kids all the toys, all the clothes, all the J's, all the Nikes, all the allowance, all the money, all the games. You can give them all that type of stuff. But if your kid don't have no knowledge or no wisdom, they are set up to fail in this world. And if you don't tell your kids how it really is in this world and stop sheltering them and coddling them, then you're setting up for failure in this world as well. It's a lot of us 90s babies who's in our 30s now who've been coddled your whole life. And when you run across people who's stern and they mean what they say, you get, oh my God, no. And all that old man, look, I don't know who taught you about the world, but this is how the world really works. And people like that, adults like that, look at people who's a realist as pessimists. But we just being real. Because a lot of us had to grow up early. You know what I'm saying? My daddy taught me, learn fast or you die young. So I had to learn fast. Start driving in parallel parking at 10. You feel me? Like real shit. So better parenting is a must. Don't let money raise your kids. And this new generation of parents, y'all letting money raise the shit out y'all kids. Y'all know I have not seen no kids wear no Spider-Man shoes in a long time, no LA Gears in a long time. I never seen kids dressed as kids no more or be kids. You got kids wearing the same shit adults wearing. You got kids doing the same responsibilities as adults supposed to do. See, a lot of adults have kids and turn them into slaves and servants. No different than 1600s. Oh, shit. Willie Lynch letter. It sound like that, right? Oh, yeah. A lot of parents have kids and treat them like servants and slaves. The remote be at the edge of your bed. You'll call your kid all the way in the room instead of getting your lazy ass up to go get the fucking remote. You heard me? And then you wonder why when your kids turn 18, it was a point in time when kids turn 18, the parents push the kids out. But now it's a point, is now when kids turn 18, they can't wait to get the fuck out their mama house. What's going on in that household that make them kids can't wait to get the fuck out their mama house? You feel me? Let me catch up in the comments real quick. Community. Yes, community. We're going to touch on that one too. Peace, Kimmy. Parents didn't agree to disagree. Rebuild your family, which I am currently doing, most definitely. Be more aware of the children, yes. It used to take a village. Now we're cool with two. Yup. What's happening, 84? Glad you could tap in. Say less, I'm already there, yeah. Recently moved back to Los Angeles, getting a house together. Congratulations. I love hearing that. Need to teach them respect, people, in themselves. Most definitely, we're going to touch on that too. What's happening, Brandy? Damn, it's trying to skip. Yeah, I seen it. Mm-hmm. This man said, "Why are you wearing a blanket? Are you chilly? Why are you on my live? Get off my live, white boy. Let's get these lights up. What's happening, Pebbles? Stress has no age limit. Most definitely. Don't lose that innocence, that imagination, for real. Mm-hmm. Got them notes out, my brother. Hey, you feel me? All right, yeah. I don't even know what this is. That live. We gonna decline that. I don't do live matches. Don't send me no live matches. I don't get on here and play live games and matches and none of that. This the wrong platform. Go find somebody else, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't send me that. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Um, Community. I seen that in the comments. Community, most definitely. Like you said, at one point in time, it took a village to raise a kid. Nowadays, you can't even tell nobody kid. Man, look, perfect example. Parents, here's another thing too when it come down to the community and everything. Stop supporting your kids when they're wrong and start correcting them when they're wrong, whether it's in public or not. I know so many parents who kids be out here doing wild shit, bad shit, and everything. And if somebody correct them, like, "Hey man, don't do that," well, that parent be ready to fight the adult who's telling the kid some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Man, don't talk to my kid. Don't do this. You ain't they parent. They'll get all in their feelings, their ego. You know why they get like that? That's because they know that they ain't doing shit as a parent. They ain't teaching them shit as a parent, and they feel like you're doing a better job than them just offer that little ass advice that you gave them because you gave them more knowledge right then and there than what this parent then gave them they whole life. You feel me? A lot of parents be getting inferior and jealous of shit like that. Like we in a competition mindset, a survival mindset, and what comes with that competition mindset? It comes envy, it breeds jealousy, it brings hate, it breeds all that type of stuff like that, man. Like, and what's crazy is that whole village raising each other, that just recently got destroyed because my mama, born 1963, she said the whole neighborhood could whoop your ass. All they had to do was call your parents, let them know what you was doing in the neighborhood bad, get their permission, and then you getting your ass whooped by Miss Sally Mae down the street. You heard me? That's my mama. That ain't even great grandmama age. That ain't even grandmama day and age. That's mama and daddy. You feel me? Less than one generation ago. You know what I'm saying? Like crazy shit, right? Can't tell people kids nothing. Somebody's son can walk and bump somebody grandmama, and you can be like, "Hey man, go and apologize to her." Somebody parent to come all the way the fuck out the car just to cuss you out. Don't you talk to my kid? Will teach your kids some manners so don't nobody in these streets do that because when your child get older and out your house and he do this to somebody in the street, somebody gonna blow his little brains out because there's people out here that die behind their respect. You feel me? That's one of the main reasons why you teach kids respect and morals because there's people out here who don't play about that shit. People will go to jail for life and bury you in the dirt behind that. So you better teach this little boy and this little girl some respect for self and respect for others and everything around them. You know what I'm saying? What is y'all talking about? Moralist society. You know what I'm saying? The community, the village ain't raising the kids no more because the village ain't got no more morals. No more morals like that. It's very rare. Very rare. I'm talking about, man, we done integrated with these people and picked up the shit that they do and is detrimental, man. You know what I'm saying? I It's crazy. You have, and this is what I mean by morals and hypocrite and contradictory and shit. Man, let me roll my weed up real quick. Hold on, man. You got you got men, melanated men, who will get on these social medias and flash their money and guns and smoke big weed and all that shit and complain when all they attract is gold diggers. Well, if you show a gold digger gold, they gonna dig for that shit, right? Alright. You got women nowadays on social media get half naked and shake their ass and clap the cheeks and all that type of shit on social media. Millions of people seeing that shit and get mad when nothing but dudes hit their inbox trying to fuck. That's like me having a kilo and out in public and get mad for cokeheads asking me for some. You know what I'm saying? That's how crazy this shit is. Moralist. And you know what's funny about those type of people? The women who be shaking their ass half naked on social media for millions of people to do that. The niggas who be showing guns and drugs and all their money on social media. You know the funny thing about those dynamics and those people are? People like that don't have their family or their mothers or fathers as their friends on social media because they know they was raised better than that shit. My grandma told me if you ashamed to do something, you don't need to be doing it. How you not ashamed of showing strangers your whole asshole, but you ashamed to have your friends and family and everything on this same social media to see what the fuck you be doing out here? Cause you know you ain't supposed to be doing that shit. You know you was raised better than that. You know if your grandmama seen you like that shit, have a heart attack. You know if your daddy, if he was in your life and a real father, see you doing that shit, he'll call you and cuss you the fuck out. I ain't raised no hoe. What the fuck is you doing out here? For likes and attention? What is you doing out here? For $40? What is you doing, shawty? I ain't raised you like that. They'll get their head chewed out. That's why they don't have them folks on their social media. It ain't because I want people out my business. How? When you got the whole world seeing your asshole, when you got the whole world seeing your money, your pockets, your gun, your straps, you smoking weed, you showing pills, you doing all this shit on social media. But when it comes to your family, I don't want everybody in my business. Nigga. Fuck. Well, y'all need, boy. The biggest drug y'all on is fluoride. What is you talking about? Damn, the crack. Fluoride worse than crack. That bitch got y'all crazy as fuck out here, man. And I can say that because I was once that young nigga that used to post all type of pictures of me getting money and guns and all. I used to do that shit when I was 19, 20, and 21. This shit ain't new. What these young kids is doing ain't nothing new. And this the thing that make me bad about the older generation. Y'all sit here and judge the young kids when y'all used to do the same shit. The only thing different with y'all old ass folk, 40, 50, 60 years old, it wasn't on social media. But I got plenty Polaroid pictures of my uncles and them with guns and money and counting. I got Polaroid pictures of that shit. They did the same thing. It's the same thing. And y'all know better. And y'all not gonna stop these kids. Y'all ain't gonna talk to these kids. Y'all gonna judge them. Y'all gonna be like, man, these kids crazy. They parents ain't doing their job. Well, how about you go out there and do something, old nigga? How about you go do something, old lady? You know what I'm saying? Go talk to these folks. Bro, I am 32 years old. I'm doing something that a 50-year-old supposed to be doing. Back in the 60s and 70s, it was 50-year-olds doing what I'm doing. It was 40-year-olds. 60, 70. Bob Hemming and all them old folk. Nowadays, you can't even catch an old person dropping gems. It's all us young folks. And the older generation wonder why the young people ain't listening to y'all. What y'all gonna teach us? What y'all gonna tell us? Y'all already didn't teach us shit. Y'all taught us. No, look, man. It's real rough, rugged on this platform. Y'all ain't teaching shit. Why are we gonna listen to y'all? We had to learn everything on ourselves. We had to learn side hustles. We had to learn to do our own taxes. We had to learn this shit. We had to learn about the governments and jobs and fill out apartment applications. And we had to learn all this shit. We had to learn about our history that was hidden that you don't know about, that when us young folks try to tell y'all old folks about shit that was hidden, y'all nigga don't know what y'all talking about. Well, you tell me. Tell me who your great grandmama is. Oh, you don't know? I can't listen to you because I just did my family tree and I know. And I know they parents. And I know they parents. What you gonna tell young folks ain't listen to y'all? When I mean young people, I'm talking about young kids and I'm talking about young adults. Y'all, we not listening to y'all. What you gonna tell us, man? You know what I'm saying? And this is why young kids ain't listening to the adults. Y'all wonder why. I drive Uber. I hear this shit all the time from old folk. These young kids just ain't listening to the adults because y'all ain't saying nothing potent. Y'all not saying nothing potent. I got hella young kids on my TikTok and in real life that listen to me. It's because what I'm saying is potent. It ain't the same as regurgitated educational system shit. It ain't the same toxic dysfunctional family shit. It's different shit. It's healing. It's solutions. And this is what young folks want. It's solutions. They know the problem. These young kids ain't slow. These young kids ain't slow. They see what the fuck the world is. But the adults who's supposed to be the guardians, the protectors, the teachers, they not teaching. So what you gonna tell them? That's why they not listening. That's why. You know what I'm saying? And then adults get this inferior mindset. Their ego get to tripping that when somebody younger than them comes with some intelligent shit that they don't know, they get inferior. They get real egotistical. You know what I'm saying? You young, boy, what you know? I'm young, but these books is old as shit. And a lot of adults do that. They brush shit off because you young. You young, what the fuck do you know? These books is old as shit, and I read. This is what I know. I'm very observant. I'm quiet. I'm very observant. I observe our community. I even observe you to know that you're stuck in your ways and I can't talk to you. I see this, so I'm gonna move different. This is what these young kids, this is what it is. The community, our community is toxic. Our community is toxic. Our community was alkaline with Black Wall Street and all that, and 20 million of acres and all that type of shit. But our community was alkaline. It was alkaline, man. Alkaline. As soon as we integrated, though, that bit became acidic. That shit became acidic. You know what I'm saying? The community must definitely gotta be better. It gotta do better. Our community gotta get out of this competition mindset. I'm your brother. I am not your competition. I'm out here trying to get it just like you trying to get it. I'm trying to keep my head afloat just like you trying to keep your head afloat. I'm trying to make sure my kids straight like you trying to keep your kids straight. I'm not your competition. Your competition is the ones who put us both inside this low vibrating environment and told us to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. And every time we pull ourselves up by our bootstrap, they dismantle that shit. They take the bootstraps. You know what I'm saying? We can always pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. That ain't shit. We always got ambition. Man, we got to figure this shit out as a community. But it start with the household, though. And it start with the parents. And it start with the parenting. Because when your kids grow up and they leave your house, they become the community. So if you got all these parents that teaching none of these kids no morals, these kids gonna grow up to adults and become part of the community with no morals, and they just gonna add to the dysfunction. They gonna add to the poison. They just gonna keep adding to the shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit killed me. Seeing my sisters, knowing that they come from greatness, queens, empress, priestess, selling their temple for $40. Selling their temple for weed. Selling their temple for a good time. Just selling your temple. Your body is your temple. You can't have any and everybody running in and out your temple. They ain't even praying when they coming inside your temple. Metaphorically speaking, because we adults on here, you know what I'm saying? They not even praying before they come inside your temple. They not treating their body right. And you letting them inside your temple. This nigga be drinking alcohol 7 days a week. Eating pork. Eating all this toxic shit. McDonald's and all this shit. And then you got pores and it come through your pores and shit. And you doing the same thing he doing. And y'all lay down together and have toxic sexual energy exchange. Y'all just produce it more toxic. Your temple is important, man. Your temple is important. See, they disconnected people from God so they can disconnect people from spirituality. And when you disconnect people from spirituality and God, you disconnect people from the morals and the laws, everything else that come with it. A lot of people out here don't believe in God, but they only pray to God when something fuck up in their life. Any other day when shit going good in their life, you don't hear them say nothing about God. You don't hear them say nothing. You don't hear them say, thank you, God, for waking me up today. Thank you, God, for blessing me. Thank you, Elohim, Yahweh, whatever you subscribe to. You know what I'm saying? In your time of need. That need to be the same person in your time of wellness. And people don't do that. People sit down and bless their food and don't even mean it. The Most High told you don't eat pork. People go out here and put a big ass ham on their plate and bless that motherfucker. Thank you for this food. God upstairs like I ain't tell y'all to eat that shit. People so disconnected. When you disconnect the people from God, you disconnect them from spirituality. When you disconnect them from spirituality, you disconnect them from the morals. And when you disconnect them from the morals, the family and the community and everything falls and falls and falls and falls. One thing I do know, I don't do the religion thing, but one thing I do know is that when our community was segregated and we had Black Wall Street and people had faith in God, whether it was Christian, whether it was Muslim, whether you Jew, whatever at that time they subscribed to, it made them a better person. Muslims used to take little brothers off the street and turn them into men. I'm talking about men. They used to take little boys who was in the street wild and gangster thugs and turn them into men. How do you turn a little boy who's wilding into a man? Knowledge. Because they only wilding because of the lack of knowledge of who they are. So you tell them who they are. They'll change. They tighten up. You know what I'm saying? And same thing with the women organizations. The Black Panthers and everything. Little sisters out here wilding, tripping, trying to shake their head, all that type of shit, man. Angela Davis, Betty Shabazz, Coretta Scott King, Rosa Parks. You know what I'm saying? Queen Khalifa. You know what I'm saying? Queen Charlotte. All them queens took them young girls in and turned them into women. The community need to get back like that. Because all I see is older women who know better. But they let these women go on a crash course. I've seen mothers see their daughters dating nigga after nigga after nigga after nigga after nigga after nigga after nigga, and they don't try to pull their daughter to the side. I'm like, baby girl, don't you think you need to slow down? Don't you think you need to focus on yourself? Don't you think you need to get your shit together instead of chasing these niggas for their pocket? You know what I'm saying? And it's dope because I got a video coming for y'all. My grandmama talking, and she's going to break down what a real 50-50 relationship is. Because today's day and age, a lot of people get 50-50 relationship terms from toxic ass people who don't know shit. And if these people don't know shit, how they going to tell you about a relationship? How is this person who this person 50 years old, ain't never been married a day in their life, and they going to tell you about how to have a successful relationship? This man over here got goddamn 5-6 baby mamas ain't proposed to neither one of them, and he gonna give you relationship advice. Y'all better stop listening to these people. Stop listening to Steve Harvey and all these folks. Stop thinking like a man but acting like a woman. He got y'all living like hypocrites and contradiction. How are you gonna think like a man but live like a woman when whatever you think comes into manifestations? So if you think like a man, you gonna act like a man. Stop listening to these fucking weak ass celebrities and these weak ass idols, bro. These niggas ain't shit, man. These niggas ain't shit, bro. And I tell them to their face, go on, send them my way. I tell them they ain't shit. Bro, these niggas don't scare no fucking body, bro. Fuck these folk, man. These celebrities ain't shit, bro. They not, they puppets. Stop listening. Think like a man, but act like a woman. You can't do that. That's like telling a man, think like a woman, but act like a man. What the fuck? Stop that. Stop reading these crazy books that tell you they just want some money. Steve Harvey just want y'all to buy his book, man. He dropped that book, Women Went Crazy, and bought that shit. He can't even keep his own house in order. His daughter out here wilding, cheating on his wife. I done heard that a few times. He can't even keep his own damn house in order. How the fuck he gonna teach you how to, man, be for real? And y'all got friends that y'all listen to that. Men, y'all be listening to y'all homeboys. These niggas be dumber than a box of rocks talking about, bro. I'm gonna tell you how to keep a woman, dog. You gotta act like you don't give a fuck about them. And y'all go out there and do that stupid shit. You gotta be nonchalant and shit like. But don't listen to that nigga, man. Don't listen to him. He wants you to be like him. That dude bitter and he miserable and he wants you to be just like him. It's niggas out there like that be bitter and want you to be just like them because they miserable about their life and shit. Knowing they, man, don't listen to that, man. Go find you an old school nigga who's married. Go find you an old school man who been married for like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years in the game and ask them how they did it. And you know what they gonna tell you? I know they gonna tell you because my grandmama been married that long. Everybody in my family been married. I pulled up the census records. I come from a married family. Ain't no baby daddies, baby mamas around that shit. Everybody been married. Years. And you know what these old couples gonna tell you? It was a lot of ups and downs. It was a lot of times he slept on the couch. There's a lot of times where I couldn't stand him. I hated his guts, the nerves and everything. But I love him. And I tolerated it. And that's what you do. Because that's what unconditional love is. And a lot of people don't understand what unconditional love is because they love is conditional and they're selective with it. I'm telling you. People will have homeboys, homegirls, and family members who be lying, be stealing, be talking shit about them behind their back. All this shit. And they still love them. They will still fight for them and have their back in the streets. That's unconditional love. See, when you dating a person, and the moment that y'all tell each other y'all love each other, that is supposed to be unconditional love. The same unconditional love that you have for your family and your friends, you have for that person that you are in love with, because it is unconditional love. And a lot of people, I don't want to tolerate shit. Well, you're going to be by yourself for a long time, because if you're in love and you're going to be married, you're going to have to tolerate some shit, because this person is an individual. They have their own personality and their own ways of doing things. And you are an individual and you have your own personality and your own ways of doing things. And everybody is a human being and that perfect. So people going to make mistakes and fuck up. Now, I'm not saying sit here and deal with somebody cheating on you and all that shit. But I'm talking about, y'all know the little fuck up and mistakes that people be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like certain shit, it ain't even, you don't need to take it to 100 real quick. Some mistakes is a level 2. Some mistakes is a level 5. You know what I'm saying? Some people take the damn seat being left up and you fall in there and your booty get wet. Now all of a sudden you want to break up with a nigga. God damn. That shit, what the fuck? But you want to be married though, right? What you gonna do when you married and your husband make a mistake at 4 o'clock in the morning, he taking a pee and he forget to leave the seat on and you splash your ass. The next day you gonna get a divorce? Come on, man, for real? A lot of people not marriage material because they don't have the patience and they don't have the tolerance. You have to have tolerance in this life. You have to have tolerance. You have to have patience. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wasn't raised like you. Just because we are a melanated community and a lot of us have a whole lot of the basis and the roots of our melanated community, we was raised right. And we was raised the same at the roots. But outside that roots and branches and shit like that, people got their own way of doing things. And the whole point of being marriage and you coming together under one roof is y'all incorporate and put together all the strengths. You put that together. What you weak at, I'm strong in. What I'm weak in, you strong in. When you put together, we good. If I'm not a good organizer and you can organize shit, you know your job in a relationship, right? Okay. If you don't know how to change a tire, but I know how to change a tire, I know my job in a relationship. Okay, cool. Don't worry about it. If you know how to cook and I know how to cook, then we just gonna alternate. Monday you cook, Tuesday I cook, Wednesday you cook, Thursday I cook, Friday you cook, Saturday we go out to eat, take a break. It's the weekend. It's not rocket science. It's not hard. It's not hard. People make this shit harder than what it is because they selfish. Their egos. Entitled. They've been coddled. They've been sheltered. They had their love bought with money. And they don't know what real love is because your parents done bought your love. Instead of showing you real love, they gave you material things and you thought that was love. So now you grow up to an adult and you think that somebody have to give you shit to be loved. You feel like you entitled. I'm your girlfriend. You're supposed to give me this shit. No, 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 no. If you are my wife, then I'm supposed to do certain shit. But as long as we shacking up and we boyfriend and girlfriend, nobody's obligated to do nothing. We split with everything that we came in with. You know what I'm saying? Now, as a boyfriend, I'm obligated to do certain things like protect you when we out here in these streets. If I come over your crib, I'll take out your trash for you and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Rub your feet, kiss on you, love you, making sure you feel wanted and all that type of stuff. Take you out to dates and all, you know what I'm saying? All that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But when you start feeling like you entitled to a man's money in his pocket as a girlfriend, no, ma'am. That's wife benefits right there. There's levels to this shit. There's levels to this shit. A lot of people be giving wife qualities to boyfriends. A lot of boyfriends be giving husband qualities to just girlfriends. And y'all wonder when y'all split ways, people mad at the motherfucker. I don't want to love nobody no more. I gave them my all. That's the problem. You give enough to let that person know you're serious. And then when y'all take that step to marriage, you give the all. You don't give your all on the first night. You don't give your all in 6 months. But what you do give is being a good human being. You be truthful. A lot of that shit is supposed to be automatic. You be truthful. You be honest with each other. You be loving. You be caring. You be protecting. All that shit is basis. That shit is automatic. That shit don't get counted for. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you're supposed to do as a human being, period. In a relationship, out of a relationship, you're supposed to be a stand-up human being, period. So certain shit, you don't get hand claps for that because that's what you're supposed to do. But, you feel me? It's levels to that shit. It is. It is. And a lot of people get it confused. Like, a lot of women nowadays want men to pay all the bills. A man that don't pay all the bills is not a man in a lot of women's eyes. But do a lot of women know that back then when men paid all the bills, that was their husband, not no boyfriend. Now I got my own crib, you got your own crib, and you want me to pay your bills while I gotta pay my bill. Nah, it ain't none of that crazy shit. That's the most dumbest logic shit I ever. Man, look, people out there think like that now. I know you got your own apartment, but I'm gonna need you to pay my bills too if you gonna fuck with me. Girl, if you selling pussy, just say that. If you selling cat, just say that. But I'm gonna be 100, baby. If you got your own crib and I got my own crib, ain't no way in hell I'm paying your bills. I got my own shit. I'm an adult. Who was paying your bills before I came in the picture? You? Keep doing that shit. That's what you're supposed to do as an adult. It's called responsibilities. In our generation, a lot of our peers is running from responsibilities. They're running from adulthood. They're scared to be an adult. For real. That's what it is. They want a lot of them want people to take care of them because they don't know how to take care of themselves. Again, that falls back on parenting. Parents didn't prepare them for the world right. You know what I'm saying? So parenting, community. What else we got in the comments? Y'all wilding in here, man. Y'all wilding. Let me catch up in the comments real quick. Next rant 30 minutes. You already know what it is. Forget 50-50, it got to be 100-100. Reader, 50-50, 100-100, it's the same thing. 50-50 and 100-100 don't mean that you give half or you give it's not like that. It's an analogy, it's a metaphor to mean that it has to be equal, give and take. See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's this why I'm about to record my grandmama talking so she can explain what 50-50 mean, because whether it's 50-50 or 100-100, it has to be balanced. That's the whole metaphor of the analogy 50-50 relationship. It sounds better, rolls off the tongue. I don't know who started the phrase 50-50 relationship or whatever, but the purpose is that it has to be equally yoked. Y'all have to be equally yoked. 50-50, equal. 100-100, still equal, still balanced. So it don't matter. The point is, your household has to be balanced. Just like your diet has to be balanced, and your mindset gotta be balanced. Your heart gotta be balanced. Everything gotta be balanced. Because as soon as something gets unbalanced, it throws everything out of whack. So, just like how we say in history, don't get hung up on the terminology of African American and black. You know how we do it? Okay, so don't get hung up on the terminology 50-50. Think deeper, because we deep on this platform, reader. You know better than that. We deep. We deep. Think deep. Think deeper. Balance, equality, equally yoked, 50-50 relationship. That's what it is. What I just said, if you cook Monday, I'm going to cook Tuesday. You cook Wednesday, I'm going to cook Thursday. You cook Friday, I'm going to pay for dinner. We're going to go out to eat Saturday. That's a 50-50 relationship, or a 100-100 relationship, or whatever you want to throw the label on, but it's balanced. And that's the point of it. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point. You know what I'm saying? So don't get caught up on the terminology too much. You feel me? I know you raised by God-fearing women. All day, man. Like I said, I got four sisters, two grandmama and a mama and a shitload of aunties. You know what I'm saying? And I was raised by God-fearing men, because like I say, everybody in my family was married happily. So the men was God-fearing too, because they had the house running like how it's supposed to be running. The man is the head of the household. The woman is the heart of the household. Without the head, the heart don't pump. Without the heart, the brain don't work. So you need both. Balance. You know, so, and that's how my family always said it. Like, the man is the head, the woman is the heart of the relationship. You need each other for the relationship to be successful. You know what I'm saying? Let me stuff this cone real quick. Y'all go get them bamboo cones, you heard me? Go get them bamboo cones. Hey, them bamboo cones be hitting. You can taste everything in it, man. I fuck with them. You know? Me and you both, bro. You already know. Most definitely, oh. Yeah, celebrities are most definitely sellouts. The main ones giving advice be alone with nobody. Most definitely. Love do overcome all. Society got everybody thinking that love is weak, because people think being vulnerable is weak. But if I'm in love with you and I'm having unprotected sex with you, I better be vulnerable. You better know everything about me. I better know everything about you. You better be vulnerable. I don't do no secrets, no none of that shit. Like, love, they taught people showing love and being vulnerable is weak. Just like how the feminist movement taught women that being feminine is a sign of weak. We got to be just like the men and masculine and stuff like that. And you want to know what toxic masculinity really is? Go look at the feminist movement. That's real toxic masculinity. Because ain't nobody inside that movement operating off their feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? We can do what a man can do. Y'all not supposed to. You supposed to do what a man can't do, and a man's supposed to do what you can't do. So when y'all come together, y'all be whole. Two halves of a whole, equally yoked marriage, union. You know what I'm saying? So it's about balance. You know. And fellas, I hope y'all taking notes too, because you know a lot of men be fucking up in relationships too. I know. I got cousins for days. I be seeing. I like, bro. Most dudes who's on child support, Not all, but most dudes that's on child support, you did that shit to yourself. Cause most women, they just want you to come see your damn kid, bro. They just want you to pick up your kid. They just want you to pick up your kid and play with them, bro. Get off of the corner, go pick up your kid where it's safe at, and go take them to a park, bro. Go take them to the park. Hell, you ain't even gotta go to the park. You could probably play with them in the front yard of your baby mama house. You ain't gotta go nowhere. But most baby, they just want you to come get your kids. It ain't hard. It ain't. Trust me. I've been doing this fatherhood stuff for 2 years. It ain't hard, bro. It ain't hard. But you gotta want it though. You gotta want to be a father though. Cause it's dedication. You gotta show up every day consistent. Smile on your face, happy, new ideas to do everything. You gotta be consistent, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta want to be a father. And you got to want to be a mother. You know? And yes, I said you got to want to be a mother, man, because there's a lot of hold on. I'm gonna ruffle some feathers on here. Y'all straight? Y'all good? Gotta check on y'all real quick. Y'all straight? Y'all good? Y'all let me know. If I'm going too deep, tell me to stop. If I don't know what I'm saying, say low. Pull back, man. But as long as we good, we gonna keep going. You hear me? I know my boundaries, most definitely. Oh, nuclear failure, but they take it another way because of indoctrination. Yup, communication, compromise, and consideration. We are old school. We know, most definitely. That's low key prostitution expecting. Oh, it's most definitely low key prostitution. I've been with my fiance for almost 8 years. We not doing the papers, but that's still my husband. Most definitely. Those papers is just for like census and tax brackets and stuff like that. You know, it's a license. It's a marriage license. Like having like when you go to the government and you get your marriage license, it's just like you going to the DMV and getting your driver's license. Like you already know how to drive. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta show them you know how to drive. So like y'all already know how to be married. Y'all just gotta show the government that you know how to be married. That's all a damn license is. That shit don't man, you good. Because the moment that how it fuck, man, look. We're gonna keep it rolling. How can we fix and heal the melanated family? What else we got? Because we said better parenting. We said community. What else, y'all? What else we got? Mm-hmm. I'm a 64-year-old white woman. You are killing it. I appreciate that, Donna. I ain't heard no lies so far. I got that being equally yoked. You have been listening to Big Mama because I was told the same thing. Hey man, and man, we ain't got no more Big Mamas in this world. That's really what our community missing is the Big Mamas. Big Mama was that glue, man. Big Mamas was that glue. Great grandma, Big Mamas was that glue. Communities ain't got no more Big Mamas no more. That's one thing we missing. Big Mama, she was that glue. I said it, Gianna. I hope I'm saying your name right. If I'm not, please forgive me. Right, the children need your time, not your toys. I'm trying to tell you. They understand energy. Yup, the presence counts so much. Yup. All good, very true. Establish and maintain family traditions. Yes. Hey, room. What's happening, Jefferson? Glad you could tap in. Tigers, establish and maintain family traditions. Most definitely. Most definitely. A lot of family traditions not being maintained. See, this one thing I miss about my grandmama house growing up. Growing up and going to grandmama's and shit for the weekend. It was a tradition, and everything was. Hold on. She had an order and a routine that she did things. Structure. You know, like when she's cooking dinner and when dinner is ready, we all ate at the table. Which brings me to this next thing. I remember like a year ago, I seen this shit on Facebook, and I'm pretty much sure that y'all had that. People had this little question going on talking about who gets a plate first, the man or the kid and shit like that. And that shit was so stupid because everybody was like the kid. That shit was so stupid. And then some people like the man, the man. I was just sitting here like, how, like what? My grandmama house, when food is ready, you all sit down at the table together as a family. Y'all bow y'all head and y'all pray together as a family. And y'all eat together as a family. Can you pass the mashed potatoes? Oh yeah. Hey, can you pass the peas? Oh yeah, here you go. Hey, you slide me some chicken and some bread? Yeah. Can you slide me that? Yeah, the rice, yeah. Who? And y'all just passing plates around. Everybody eating. When your plate full, you eat. It's not hard. And that's why I'm saying that people make stuff harder than what it is. It's all ego based driven. It's not hard, man. Sit down at the table together. You know, I've been at so many of my friends' house. I've done, you know what I'm saying? Like just been at all kind of people house growing up and shit like that. And I haven't seen nobody sit down as at the table and eat as a family in a long time. I have not seen that in a long time. I'm like, damn, y'all don't sit together and eat. Nah, man. Like they go in their room, I go in the living room. They go do their own thing. Woo woo. Y'all wonder why the family's so distant because y'all not eating together. Y'all not praying together. Y'all for real not doing shit together for real. Do you know your kids' favorite color? Kids, do you know your parents' favorite color? Do you know what they do for work? How is they school? Do you know what's going on in school? Y'all don't talk at all? Huh. And same thing with family reunions. When you go to family reunions, you got these cousins sitting over here who secretly don't like these cousins. These cousins sitting over here who secretly don't like the whole family, but we here to get a plate and to show our support of the family members that we don't like. You know what I'm saying? Then it's all that dysfunction just right there. You want to know why? It's because people don't know each other. That's it. Your family don't know each other. Check this out. Y'all remember the genealogy, the family tree? Tribe. We're Indians, American Indians. Actually, I don't even like using the term Indian no more because it's disrespectful, and our people wasn't called that before Colombo sellout ass came over here. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't like that term. But for layman's terms and for the sake of time, we American Indians, man. We're tribal. And what I mean by tribe is a tribe. Inside this village of tribes, just use Cherokee. Since I found out I got Cherokee in me, I'm loving this shit. So just use Cherokees. You come over to a Cherokee tribe village. You're going to find all Cherokees in here. Sprinkle of different other tribes because they related too, but cousins, aunties, grandmamas, pawpaw, meemaw, all that. You're going to find all them tribes. Guess what? When it's powwow time, everybody circle around the fire. Boom. Chat it up, get to know each other, whoop, and all that time. You build that bond. When it's time to eat, everybody come back out, do what you want to do. When it's time to hunt, we hunt together. When it's time to eat, we eat together. When it's time to fish, when it's time to fight, when it's time to do everything, we do this shit together. Tribe. Our ancestors knew each other back then. So they was tight. I'm talking about tight. Tight. So tight that cousins was like brothers, man. You couldn't tell me that ain't my brother, bro. I go to bat about him. Like I go to bat about my real brother, you feel me? Like, yeah. It like that. Ain't like that no more. It need to get back like that. We gotta get back to these ancient times and incorporate it with the new ways. Because we good at flipping shit. We good at remixing shit, man. Just get some of these old traditions and incorporate into new way of living. Y'all know how they rebrand shit? Okay, well, yes, rebrand it. Yes, just rebrand it. That's how I feel. At this point, for real, I don't care about being recognized for my sovereignty. I don't care if the government recognizes me for my identity. I don't care if the Mexicans accept me for being American Indian and they stop calling me a white boy. I don't care about that shit, bro. I care about my village. I care about y'all. I don't care about none of that shit. I don't. I don't care when they call me a Negro, and I don't care if they recognize me as an American Indian, because at the end of the day, they still gonna hate my guts regardless. I don't care about that. But what I do know is that we so influential that whatever we decide to call ourselves, that shit gonna stick regardless. Whatever we decide to call ourselves, that shit gonna stick regardless. So what I care about, man, is tribe. All my gang bangers out, y'all not gang, bro. And this is why I want all my gang members. I know it's still a few active people who watch me. I know it's some former ones too. You know, a lot of us woke people was inside that life, which is just funny. It's funny that a lot of us who was in that life are woke now, and it's hilarious. But y'all not gang members, bro. Y'all tribes. Crips, y'all are tribes. Bloods, y'all are tribes. Stop calling yourself gangs, bro. They called you that shit. You are tribe. GDs, y'all are tribes. P-Stones, tribe. Latin Kings, tribes. Y'all are tribes, bro. Y'all not gangs. They want you to be a gang, but you are a tribe. You feel me? If they don't want to give you sovereignty, Crips, Bloods, y'all can go copyright Crips and Bloods, and y'all trademark the tribe, cause y'all not gangs no more. You can trademark this shit. Since it started in California, the California OGs need to come together. Just trademark this shit. And anybody that want to be part of this, y'all gotta pay up, man. We tired of y'all getting the culture for free. We gonna get back to the family. This is family because it deal with community, so I'm gonna keep going. So we tired of y'all getting our culture for free and getting it up. You heard me? Trademark that shit. GDs, trademark that shit. Trademark it. Get paid for motherfuckers who want to be part of the game. That's how our ancestors did it. But we gonna do it a different way because we rebranded. We can't send people on spiritual journeys no more. But we send them on missions, right? All of us been in that life. Everybody know what a mission is. That was your soul journey. Because your soul journey is to find out how bad you want it. And you discover yourself. Now, since we was on a low vibration frequency, you discovered your shadow self. Which is funny because that shadow self is that same motherfucker that you have to fight when you become enlightened and start doing your shadow work. That shadow side is that same. Yeah, that's how deep it is because it was low vibrating. So when you did that mission and everything, you discovered your shadow side. Now that same shadow side, that same gang banging entity who got them bodies and all that type of shit, that shadow in the corner, you created that. So you can destroy that. And it's crazy because a lot of y'all scared of your own self. Y'all tribes, bruh. Fuck the census records. When the census records come back out, put blood and crip on that bitch. They your tribe. That's your nationality. We influential. What we say go around this bitch. Period. If we can get people all the way in Asia gang banging and doing drill music, and we get people all in London gang banging and doing drill music, we can get people in Africa gang banging and drill music and sagging our pants and talking about Tupac this and Snoop Dogg that. We go to Canada, you go to Alaska, you go to Hawaii, you go all these places. Go down to Mexico. All these people calling us wibos, but I bet they got Tupac on their wall. I bet they got a Tupac shirt. You know what I'm saying? All these people, man. Influence. That's your greatest power. Influence. That is our greatest power. Influence. Influence. If we got all these people doing that, we wake up today and say, fuck it, bro. This is our tribe. We ain't gang members no more. We tribe, bro. The law say gangs can't be more than 5 deep. It ain't say shit about tribe. And you fight for that shit like you do anything else. That's it, man. Stop calling yourselves family. Oh, this my family. This my cousin. This my tribe, bro. Real talk. If we gonna be this, then just be this, man. You stop bullshit. You stop shucking and jiving. Stop. It's time to stop that shit, man. Fuck all that, bro. It's my tribe. When I introduce y'all to this my tribe right here. It's my tribe. Real talk. It is what it is. I ain't got no friends because that means fiend. I ain't got no family because that means familiar. You can be familiar with any fucking thing. That's what family means. It means familiar. Y'all just familiar with each other. This is why y'all don't know each other for real. Y'all see words and spells. It's my tribe. I don't know what the fuck family is, and I don't know what friends is. Friend mean fiend, family mean familiar. I know these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I know these. They more than familiar. Come on. Words and spells. Words and spells. Notice that. The people you call your friends the most, they become your enemies, fiends. The family that you call the most, they become friends. See, your family are your friends, which is your friends is your fiends, and your fiends is your enemies. This is why a lot of family members don't get along, and they don't give a fuck about beating the shit out of another family member or killing another family member and shit like that, because family means familiar. And a lot of us treat our family members like friends. So your family is not only familiar, but they are familiar fiend. Words and spells. So now your family is a familiar fiend, which is just a familiar enemy. Come on, man. We gotta do better in the community. Let's take them old teachings and rebrand it. We know too much information now. It's still a lot of information, but we know too much of the basis now to fix this shit. We do. We know too much of the basis now to fix this shit. Let's go get a American Indian customs book. Let's thumb through. Let's talk to our grandmamas. Let's see how they did it. Let's see how great grandmama and their relationship did. You know what I'm saying? Take that. Make it a tradition for your new family that you have. You know what I'm saying? And pass that on down and keep passing it down. If we pass down trauma, we got to pass down healing. If we've been passing down trauma this whole time, it's time to pass down healing and solutions. Whether it's buying land, living off grid, knowing about your history, knowing who you are, even if it's just your genealogy to show your kids to see where they came from so they can go to school and know, I ain't African, man. I got my family tree. You ain't about to sit here and call me no motherfucking African, bro. My people been here. My people been here. Got a couple from Europe, but they melanated too. Whitewashed, but they there. You ain't about to call me that. And then those of y'all who do have African ancestry, we not gonna knock Cape Verde, like Cape Verde is not the westernmost part of Africa. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna knock that. We ain't gonna knock that. But be specific. Be specific. Yeah, baby, we African, but we Moors from Mauritania and Morocco. That a long time ago was part of Pangea and was part of America. And we've been stumping on Pangea since the beginning. Be 100 with the kids. Knowledge is the healing. We've been passing down curses and trauma and pain, which is toxic behavior, promiscuous behavior, pill popping addictions, alcoholism. You know what I'm saying? We've been passing down all this toxic shit. It's time to pass down knowledge, wisdom, information, books, identity, solutions, property. It's time to start doing that. So how can we fix and heal the melanated family? You know what I'm saying? Let me catch up in the comments real quick. Joint going out, so I gotta keep hitting it, you heard? Cherokee to Blackfoot, most definitely. 111, we all synchronized. Choctaw all day. Brown sugar. Oh. I got some Choctaw knowledge for you, information that I'm gonna let you present to people. Cause I can't do it. Cherokee, Blackfoot, Tiano. So when it comes to the Choctaw information that I stumbled, I'm gonna pass it to you and I'm gonna let you do it, big dog. Your people right here. You know what I'm saying? So with all respect, it takes a Choctaw to teach about the Choctaw. So I got you, big dog. You know what I'm saying? We all one in this thing. You feel me? Facts, yup, Warriors. Super Moon and Capricorn right now, Father. Saturn, tradition, order. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. For our folks, bro. Yeah. We all mutts. I wouldn't go that far. Exactly, but now family are in cliques. So sad, yup. Most definitely the time you discuss your day and decompress together, yeah. Sunday done as hell the family. Yeah, it was most definitely Sunday. Sunday was most definitely you definitely gotta sit at the table. You definitely gotta sit at the table on Sunday dinner. And before you get up from the table, you be like, may I be excused? You're excused. And then you get up. You know what I'm saying? People don't even do that. They get done eating it. People don't even sit at the table no more. You know what I'm saying? People just get done eating. Bah, bah, bah. All right, I'ma holler at y'all. People don't even stay around. People don't even stay around no more. You know what I'm saying? They go right back to them streets. Go right back, hop on the game, right back on the phone. Family members don't even know each other. They just familiar with each other. And what I mean by familiar, you just know what each other look like. Oh yeah, that's my cousin now. When they birthday, shit, I don't know. What's their favorite color? Shit, I guess red. That nigga wear that shit a lot. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? You gotta ask that then, boy. Why you asking me all these questions about him, man? Go ask him. You start getting mad and shit because you don't know your cousin. It's sad, ain't it? Yeah, it's a sad ass sign. My dad ruled the house, but only when my mom said he could. That's funny. Hey man, look. That's why I've been breaking generational curses in my family. Hey, we got to. We got to. Almost definitely. Almost definitely on my grind to do it. I can't. I'm most definitely on my grind to do it, man. But I look at my daughter every day and like, shh, man, I got you for real. Like, and any future kids that I may have, man, look, y'all gonna be straight. Y'all gonna have land and everything, man. Y'all gonna have this knowledge, and y'all gonna utilize the knowledge and information. We ain't playing no games out here no more. Like real talk. Even if I gotta go buy some land off grid and build y'all some off grid homes, why go live in an apartment complex, baby, when you can live on your own land? We just build you off grid house some fucking where, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't pay them people that money, keep that money in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. My family became unfamiliar. A lot of them be like that. A lot of my family members became unfamiliar too. And in the words of the late great Tupac, just because people born in your family don't mean y'all stay family. Now, one more thing. One more thing for the night that can fix and heal the family. It's a stressful ass world, and we talking about melanated family. I'm talking about Melanated Family. So, one thing that can heal the Melanated Family is to get a control on your habits. If you have any habits, whether it's alcoholism, stuff like that has to be healed. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that has to be healed. The same poison that was put into the community to destroy everybody has to be this. We have to get that poison out of the community. You know what I'm saying? Not saying our ancestors didn't take sips and stuff in the 40s and all that, but they didn't get sloppy drunk, though. They didn't get to the point where they blacked the fuck out. And you end up in an unknown person bed. How the fuck I get here? Like, they ain't do that shit. Because our people still had class and they had morals and they knew their limits and they still had to focus for the next day because they had Black Wall Street and black banks in the city to run. You know what I'm saying? So they can't be out here like that. But we gonna have a little fun though. You know what I'm saying? That toxic shit, we got to get that out of the community. We got to get the people who's pumping that stuff into the community out of the community. I'm going to be all the way 100, man. Like, the community isn't a place, it's the people. A community isn't the place, it's the people. So, those of us, one day, if it is permitted, that we all get onto an off-the-grid living society, that's our community. We ain't dealing with Muhammad who's selling us alcohol and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't dealing with little Beijing over here who's selling alcohol and all this shit like that and making money off pumping this poison. Like we ain't doing that no more. Like we gonna separate from that shit and we gonna progress. Cause I'm gonna be real. I'd rather for the family to smoke weed than anything. Like, I'd rather take a family full of weed smokers than a family full of alcoholics and other addicts and shit like that. So, you gotta get a hold of that same shit that destroyed the family. You gotta get that shit out of the family, man. It's facts. That shit's plaguing the community. Because alcohol brings poor judgment. Al Ghul, it brings poor judgment. And for you to think that your judgment is not being impaired by that sip, you are sadly mistaken. Just because you take one sip and can drive home, that don't mean your judgment not impaired. Because your judgment is already impaired when you took that one sip and drove the fuck home. You made a poor judgment right there. I know how much I can handle. It ain't even about that. It's about being responsible. It ain't about how much you can handle. It's about why the fuck do it in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Because not only is your judgment already impaired, but your reflexes is. You know what I'm saying? You might feel good on the inside, like you doing it, but on the outside and people looking at you, you look goofy as shit behind, like, real talk. Man, I drive Uber. I pick up drunk people. You like, they think they be in their right mind. I'm over here looking at they in my back seat like, boy, you tripping. They be thinking that they just normal, man. I'm cool. Woo, woo. You be over here goofy as shit. You know what I'm saying? Stop that shit. Because a lot of alcoholism plagued our families and broke up the families and shit like that. A lot of that alcoholism, it added the domestic violence. Poor judgment. You know what I'm saying? Your judgment impaired. And when your judgment is impaired, you're not thinking. You're aggravated. You snap quick and shit like that. Like, you're not thinking at all. So, and other drugs too. You know, pills and lean and even doctor prescribed drugs fuck you up too. It's a lot of these prescribed drugs out here that be making people bipolar and schizophrenic and depressed and having thoughts of suicide and all that old crazy stuff too. And you be like, all this stuff plays an effect into the community and the family. Because a long time ago, our people did holistic healing and herbs. Niggas ain't had no side effects. They ain't feel depressed after taking no bardock root. Niggas ain't had no suicide thoughts after taking black seed oil and Irish sea moss and all that type of stuff. You ain't have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Big mama ain't have to deal with, if I take this sea moss, it's gonna cure this, but it's gonna fuck this up. She ain't have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I mean by taking some of the ancient ways and traditions, rebranding it, and making it a family tradition. And a lot of us can start doing it because our influence will start catching on and people will start doing it. And then one thing about mimicking people is you can mimic people for so long that you can actually turn into that person. Some people can mimic you just for the views and follows and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's trendy, but they can do it so long it becomes habit. Then when it becomes habit, then it becomes them. So sometimes it's cool to be mimicking because some people can accidentally stumble into waking up. So it's cool, you know what I'm saying? Like facts, real talk. How y'all think spirituality became a trend in the first place? Everybody want to get crystals and gems and meditate and shout. How y'all think that became a trend in the first place? How you think some people became woke in the first place? A lot of people out there became woke in the first place by making fun of this shit in their sheep realm, and then they was like, this shit, I don't know, bro, there's something to this. You get to thinking and shit, you're like, hold on, bro, something into this. And you start digging deep, and then boom, you done woke the fuck up by playing around. It happens like that. I know people, it didn't happen to that, you know? But we got to get back to that, though. Spirituality. So we start doing it and being the frontiers and the forerunners for it, of healing the family, creating traditions, and getting back to how we used to do in this modern world. It'll start catching on. It'll start being influential. And then slowly but surely you start changing the narrative. But it ain't going to be easy because you know that there are entities out there who don't want this shit to happen. They don't want... See, this... The melanated family is the power. I'm telling you. It is the power. It has always been the power. It is the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Mother, the kids. There's always been the Holy Trinity and stuff like that. Like, that is the powerhouse. That's why they worked overtime to destroy that shit. That right there. Because if everybody on the community, everybody in the community, this house got a solid father, this house got a solid family, this house got a solid family, this house got a solid family, this house, and we talking about a neighborhood with over damn near 100 houses, and everybody got a solid family in that motherfucker. That community is solid. That community is solid, and everybody know each other, and everybody become familiar with each other in the neighborhood. You become family in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Become tight. He come tight, man. Hey, when will you be live again? Probably later on this week or next week on Tuesday. What's happening, D? Glad you could tap in, big dog. They fear our unity. That's why they keep us divided, most definitely. A lot of the medicines are names of demons. Got this from today. Yeah, hey, man. Hey, I want to touch on that too. We gonna touch on... Man, I got so many videos lined up for everybody, man. I promise you, tomorrow I'm just gonna go ham. Whether they shadow banned it or whatever, I'm just gonna go ham, you know what I'm saying? But I got a lot of videos and a lot of information and stuff like that. Everybody just start flooding and stuff like, so check all 3 pages, you know what I'm saying? I'm putting on Airwell, story, all that type of shit. But you most definitely right. A lot of these medicines are named after demons, but it shouldn't surprise you because alcohol is Al Ghul and gin makes you sin. And I'm talking about that dry gin that's inside that store called Spirits, GIN/JIN. Gin is inside a store called Spirits. And a lot of that alcohol too is named after spirits. The medicine's named after spirits, and then they tell you don't take this med and drink. But they know that's exactly what the fuck most people gonna do. Take the medicine and drink. So now you got jinn in you, or Al Ghul, or spirit in you, and you got spirit in you. Y'all remember my last slide when I asked y'all the question? How do you know when a person is possessed? Do you know the signs? Do you know what to look for? Are you still brainwashed by Hollywood guy? You think that people gonna be out here with their heads spinning and throwing up green shit and shit like that? That is not what possession is. That is not what possession is. See, Hollywood do it that extravagant like that to make you not believe in it, because they know how the human mind works. Because Hollywood and directors and a lot of these people, they fuck with the brain, psychology, reverse psychology, all that type of stuff. They are into that mind game shit. That's why the movies be so, you be into that shit, hypnotized and everything. You be hypnotized to that motherfucking everything. When you go to the movie theater on that big ass hypnotizing screen machine, you be, you know what I'm saying? But it's a mind thing. They fabricate and extravagate the possession and shit to make you think that's what it is, so people don't see. They don't want people to believe in God or spirituality and shit, so they do shit like this, man. Like, it's a whole reverse mindset, mind fuck that they do. So how do you know when a person is possessed? Do you know what it look like? Do you know the 4 stages of possession? You know what I'm saying? You got the infestation stage, you know what I'm saying? All the way down to the possession stage. Like, it gets like that. And these entities prey on depressed people. These entities prey on oppressed people. Y'all ever watch exorcism movies? Go watch them. It's gems in there. I promise you, it's gems in an exorcism movie. But you have to be spiritually woke to catch that, though. You know what I'm saying? It's gems in there. Most definitely. Depression and oppression people. Entities like to feed off of that and possess those who are in a low vibrational frequency of depression and oppression. This is one reason why they want you oppressed, and this is one reason why they want you depressed. This is why they got medicines that's called antidepressants, but the main side effect is depression. This is why every time you cut on the news, it's depressing shit. I don't even watch the news. I don't. People hop in the Uber, bro. You seen what was on the news, bro? I don't even watch the news, bro. My TV cracked. I had my TV cracked last year. I ain't buy a new one ever since, bro. I don't even fuck with that shit, bro. No, I haven't seen what's on the news. Then they proceed to tell me what's on the news. I tune straight the fuck out. I don't care. Because you just regurgitating more depression stuff. You a whole low entity in my back seat. Let me drop you off real quick. Let me burn my Palo Santo when you get the fuck up out the car. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that. As soon as you cut on the news, a few people have been shot today in this school shooting. Oh, over here, we got this school shooting over here. Oh, man, we have food shortages. Gas prices is high. They be hitting people back to back. Bing, bing, bing. Depression. Oh, and then we gonna cut on this TV show and show y'all these celebrities and these idols and make you want to be them. And then you look in the mirror and start picking yourself apart and want to be like them. Another form of depression. Then you fall into it. Well, I don't look like them. I need to get money like them. I want to be like them. I got to get like them. They got the newest shoes. They got the newest iPhone. I got to get the newest. You sound like robots and shit. I got to get what they got. Oh my God. What's that, Versace? I got to go get Versace. I want a Birkin bag. Why you want a Birkin bag? Because I like it. You don't want no Birkin bag because you like it. You want a Birkin bag because that celebrity had it on. If you ain't never seen that celebrity with a Birkin bag, you wouldn't even know what the fuck a Birkin bag was. You'll still be getting Gucci bags and shit like that. Stop playing yourself. You want what other people want. This is why you depressed as fuck. This is why you got anxiety. This is why you stressing so much. That's part of the reason why you stressing, because you want what other people want. Fuck that shit, man. Fuck that, bro. I never want what other people want, man. I've never been that type of person, bro. You go get J's, I'm gonna go get these Air Max right here. You know what I'm saying? People be, soon as the Jordans release, 1,000 people in the line at Foot Locker. You know where I be at? I be over here by my lonely, grabbing me some of these Air Max, and they be on sale. Oh, what, $80? Let me go ahead and grab these bitches real quick. How much them J's is? $250. Let me go and get these Air Max 95s for the 80. These bitches clean too. What's these? The icy whites too. I need me some all white sneaks too. Go ahead and check out. Leave there. Go and get you a fit, man, while people still in line fighting for some fucking shoes that been, man, dog. People want what other people want. This is why they depressed. Them shoes get sold out, then the last two people at the end of the line depressed because they ain't get no J's. Now they searching the street for J's all day. Who got the J's? I gotta find the J's, man. Who got the new? You sound like a junkie, bro. I gotta find somebody with the J's, bro. Them niggas sold out at Foot Locker, bro. You know somebody who got the J's? The fuck wrong with you, bro? Calm down, nigga. Order them bitches offline. It's a factory that make them in China, dog. It's J's all the time, bro. Relax. These folk be crazy. Materialisticness. That's what I want to get to. This is my last point. That's one problem that nobody has ever discussed about what destroyed the black community and the family. Materialisticness. Our black family and our community have become too materialistic. So materialistic, people will sell you out for materials. People will sell their body for materials. People will sell their brother, their sister, their mama out for materials. You know what I'm saying? And when I mean materials, fiat currency is inside there too, because that's a material. You feel me? So, materialisticness and idol worship. Y'all want to know what's funny? The same covenant that our people broke a long time ago, they still breaking that shit today. Wake up. The same covenant and laws that our people broke a long time ago, it's the same ones they still breaking to this day. When I figured that shit out, I had a distance all the way through. You sit back and you observe the black community. You be like, hold on, bro. Y'all a little too fascinated with this anal play shit, bro. Since when y'all start doing that sexually, bro? That's sodomy. Sodom and Gomorrah, bro. Oh, shit. Kids being spoiled. Spoil the child. Spare the rod, spoil the child. Okay? Turn around. Brother killing brother over materials. Cain and Abel. Man, what the fuck going on? Feel me? Brother stealing brother birthright. Brother breaking into the next brother house, catching a lick. Brother stealing from the brother birthright. Damn. Y'all cool, but Esau? All that shit is in our neighborhood. Y'all do know that, right? All that shit is in our community. The same covenants our people broke, they breaking that shit today because of lack of knowledge. And you're repeating history. You're repeating this cycle. This curse that everybody be talking about that's been placed on the chosen one, it ain't got shit to do with no skin. Y'all heard it first, screenshot it, screen recorded. That curse ain't got shit to do with no skin, bro. It ain't got shit to do with no skin. The curse come from breaking the covenant. And you wanna know what the curse gonna be? They tell you what the curse gonna be. The sins of the father will fall on the child. That means your kids will repeat the same toxic shit until they get it right. That's the curse. You repeating the same shit that your ancestors been repeating a long time ago and you still doing it to this day. That's the curse. You break the curse when you wake up. Just like a lot of us. A lot of us used to be sheep. A lot of us used to be toxic, gang bang. A lot of us used to, you know what I'm saying, get shitty drunk. Get hella high. A lot of us used to do that shit. When you woke up, what you start doing? Eating better, working out, jogging, vegan. You start praying more, meditating if you're into that. You know what I'm saying? You start treating people better. You start giving people the same energy. You start having a higher energy. You start looking at plants and birds and bugs totally different. But I ain't even gonna kill you, little ant. Go ahead and just get up off my car, big dog. You ain't even welcome here. Just slide them to the side. Keep it going about your day. You ain't gotta kill them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you start doing that stuff different. And it feel good. It feel good. Y'all know heaven is a mindset. Hell is a mindset. Our community is living in hell. It's living in hell. Hell is hot. Metaphorically speaking. Because when the police come to the block, what the first thing we say? Boy, the block is hot. Oh, boy, them boys hot. That shit on fire. You in hell. And those the gatekeepers. You feel me? So yeah, hell is a mindset. Heaven is a mindset. Because what you think, you manifest. As above, so below. If it's heaven in your mind, it's heaven in your spirit. And if it's heaven in your spirit, you in heaven in the higher realms, and it continue going. And when it's time for you to transcend, you gonna go to heaven. Metaphorically speaking, to another dimension that is better than this. But now, again, doing the same curses. And these people know this. And when I say these people, I don't like using Satan and I don't like using the word Lucifer because neither one of those words mean what people think. I can use Satan because Satan means adversary. So your adversary is Satan. It's not no red guy with horns and a pitchfork and a tail and hoofs for feet and he's in hell and poking. It ain't that. It ain't no scary ass reptilian who's gonna shape shift on you. It ain't that. It ain't no snake in the water. That's not Satan. Satan means adversary. Adversary means enemy. And who is the Israelites' enemy? That's Satan. Who is the Israelites of the chosen ones' enemies? That is Satan. So now when you listen to our ancestors used to say white devil, it got a different tone to it, don't it? Not all white people bad, but I'm just saying it got a different tone to it, right? Adversary. Your adversary know this. Because your adversary been doing this for a long time to you. For real. For a long time. You know, the only alcohol drink our ancestors used to drink was rum. And they only drank rum during ritual time. Because at the altar, certain ancestors like rum. Rum is a spiritual drink. And it came from the Caribbeans. You know, we made them from the sugar canes in the fields. And it was also a weapon because when we made it, the Anglos wanted to try it. We let them try it. We let them get shitty drunk. And after they got shitty drunk, the Haiti Revolution sparked off on they drunk asses. Take their tricks and use it against them. They took your shit and use it against you. Take their shit and use it against them. That's what we do with this app. This is why they want to shut this app down. All this information wasn't supposed to come out. People wasn't supposed to know about no archives.org. They weren't supposed to know about these books that was in there. They wasn't supposed to know step by step how to find your family tree on these ancestral things. Why you think when you go on ancestor.com, it's white people it's white people doing that. They ain't got no melanated people. They ain't got no Mexicans. They ain't got no Asian. That site was for white folk. But when some smart person was like, hold on, nigga, they got slave records in here. Hold on, bro. Hold on. They got Mayflower people in there. Whoa! They got all this shit on here. They got all these records. And they brought it to the people. And people start doing that shit. Shit backfired on them like everything else. Bro, we not supposed to find out where we came from. That was the whole point of them erasing your memory. You not supposed to know where you come from. You not. Why you think you hitting roadblocks? You ain't supposed to know. You ain't supposed to know. The census people, some census people spelled your family name wrong on purpose. Because they know the game. When I tell you about COINTELPRO, this program, counterintelligence program, is yes to counter the intelligence for right now, but this is to counter the intelligence for generations ahead. So we planning ahead. We way the fuck ahead. Okay, so now if I'm trying to erase these people's identity, I'm gonna change your last name real quick just in case your descendants want to try and find your motherfucking ass. They gonna look at this like, nah, that ain't them. Because my name is spelled like this and it's always been spelled like this. But how you know your name always been spelled like that if you don't know where you come from? You don't know how your name was spelled. You just know how your mama and your daddy spelled your name. And your grandmama only know how you got your name spelled because your parents told her how to, or them how to spell it. Because yeah, your last name was in the family for a long time. But how did they spell it? That's the key. Oh man, my family been spelling my name like this for a long time. Do you know your second great grandmama? No. Then how you even know that's how they been spelling their name for the longest? Because I just know that's not solid. That's not solid. That shit won't even hold up in court. You know what I'm saying? So this why I tell y'all a lot of your ancestors, y'all names is spelled different in those senses. And when you look at it, just because it's spelled different, don't brush it off. Go check out them kids. That's what I do. I check out them kids. Hold on. Oh, that's my uncle right there. Okay, that's my auntie. Okay, so these the same people. Let me go ahead and add that to the tree. Bing. All right. Ooh, something else pop up. Okay, let me dig. Ooh, okay. Great grandmama. Okay, so I look for great grandmama because great grandmama had to give birth to my grandmama. So I'm gonna look for my grandmama name under these names and woody whoop. Okay, okay, there go grandmama. So her great grandmama name was this. Bing. Add to the tree. Oh, her husband pop up as potential father. Bink. Let me check him out. Okay, it says it right there. Add him to the tree. Then it just keep going like that. The kids don't change. The kids don't change. The adults' family names, but the kids don't change. I'm trying to tell y'all. A lot of your family names is spelled different on the. It is. And a lot of your middle name, a long time ago, our people didn't have middle names. They didn't do middle names. But your middle name is a key to something too. But I'm going to say that for another live. I want y'all to connect the dots real quick. So when you jump on the next live, y'all be like, hey, man, I caught on to that gym. I want y'all to do that. So now, dig, man. They don't want you to know who you are for a reason. And I kind of got that reason when I made it to my 12th great grandfather. And I kind of figured it out. Because the census records really tell you that you didn't come from Africa. And the census record also tell you that the transatlantic slave trade is bullshit. And the census record tell you all that type of shit. How did my people come here on a slave ship from Africa when my 12th great grandfather, who is melanated, is from Europe and he was a pilgrim on the Mayflower? Somebody tell me that. Tell me how I get this melanated Irishman on my daddy's side. Tell me where all these Cherokees and Freedmen and Blackfoot, where all these people come from in my tree? Still no African. Where do these people come from? Even the 2 or 3, 4 white people in my family tree still from England. Something don't sit right, bro. Could we be the descendants of the original Indians and the original Europeans? They wanted to make Europe Anglo. They wanted to make America Anglo. Oh shit. How we do that? Enslave and ethnic cleanse. Damn, okay. If these people was to find out where they came from in their identity, we owe them these lands in Europe. Because by me having a 12th grandfather, great grandfather from Europe, that means I got other family and relatives in Europe still. Because this dude, over the years and generations, John Alding, who is Joseph Alding's son, which is my 11th great grandfather, he have over 1 million descendants. So 1 million people have ties to Europe off of this one man, off of this ship of 30,000 people. 35 million Americans alone are descendants of people of the Mayflower. Melanated and pale skin. Now, these numbers didn't come from me. These numbers came from the stats and statistics and census and stuff like that. So now let me ask y'all this. If these people know the exact number of these people descendants, don't you think they know who you are? Of course they know who you are. They know exactly who you are. They know it. They know it. They have to keep track of this. They have to keep track of this shit. Just like how we be doing our research on Queen Elizabeth related to Obama, Obama related to Bush, Bush related to China. What the all these presidents related? They be over here like, okay, so Joseph Alding, John Alding, okay, so now his descendants is over here, them. They got a family tree on your ass. Them, their family tree over here, boop, boop, boop. Okay, so these folks are colored, these folks are white, these are Asians. Okay, he got over 1 million descendants over here. They got people that do shit like this. They get paid to do shit like this. Oh, he got 1 million descendants over here. Okay. We know we're gonna put him right there and his people. Who's next that was on the Mayflower? Okay, you see who do. Okay, these people. Whoop. Oh, hold on. These people could be related to these people. Whoop. Oh shit. They got 100 cousins somewhere around this bit running around. Got an Asian cousin somewhere down the line. I got a Mexican cousin down the line. Like, so now, when you connect those dots and you realize that, and you realize everybody on that Mayflower was the rest of the Sephardic Jews and the Moors who was getting exiled from Spain, Portugal, Europe, then you realize that nigga, we all related for real. We all tried for real. We all linked and connected for real. And the common enemy is across the sea. And their puppets and minions is running the show over here. Because them over there have to keep you oppressed. Woodrow Wilson sold America back to the crown. That's who he sold America back to. The crown. Back over there. Yep, over there. Same people. Yep, the same people that we left and all that. Yep, he sold it back over there. Yep. Why don't they want you to know who you are? Why? And once you understand all that, and once our kids understand all that, I'm talking about everything that was talked about on this live, and they will most definitely go on my YouTube so you can replay it and everything so you can catch the gems that you caught. You start healing the community and the family. Because now you start moving like a tribe. Because we tried. And we cannot deny our original Indian brothers and sisters who's mixed with the pale skin European blood, because not all of them was bad, because a lot of them got sent over here with us because a lot of them fuck with us. A lot of them want to fuck with us today, but they scared. They want that white privilege card. Now you kind of like, Now, if all of us are related to people on the Mayflower, now, when you go to these rich neighborhoods, these white folks and shit like that, they sold you out, bruh. They know who you are too. How you think these people got your family records in their office? Half of them motherfuckers ain't slaves, those family members. Oh shit. Everybody got a black grandmama in the closet. I heard that from a Mexican. A Mexican told me that. He said, all of us Mexicans who claim that they hate black people, we know that we have at least one black grandmother in the closet. And we know how we were made. Real talk. So now, those records that they finding, those aren't really slaves for real. And I can show y'all on census records how people we weren't slaves, bro. We owned farmland in the 1700s and 1600s, but they tell you a slave. Oh yeah, well, a few melanated people were free, and then some were slaves, and they gonna pull that crap on you. A few. Everybody in the South bought 20 million acres of land, bro. What are you talking about? How are we slaves? How are we descended from slaves back in the 1890 and Jim Crow era, but we done bought 20 million acres of land? But they gonna tell you that y'all was poor and in the ghettos and couldn't find work and it was hard. If it was so hard, how we purchase land? That's what I'm getting at. Land is expensive, dog. How did we purchase 20 million acres of land from 1890 to Jim Crow era? And it wasn't no reparations. Our people pulled it straight out their pocket and bought it. No slave. Man, we always worked for everything, man. No fucking slave. Let them people tell you that. Don't let them people tell you that, man. Because they owe us so much, man. They owe us too much. Too much. They can't pay how much they owe us. They can't. They know that. Because you owe us on a spiritual level. You owe us on a spiritual level, and the only payback is spiritually. Such as extinction time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we most definitely don't die. We multiply. Yep, in my family, there are middle names that used to be old last names. A84, I'm glad you said that because I wanted to say that, but that's the gym. That's the gym. Your middle name used to be a last name, too. You know what I'm saying? Your middle, man, we got two last names, bro. We got two last names. For real. That used to be an old last name, bro. That middle name, man, look. That thing stretched far, too. My great granddaddy Creek Indian said we got greedy and became fools, and I always what he meant. Yep, became greedy and became fools, and it's still happening to this day. People still greedy and still fools, still selling out each other for trinkets and material things. And it most definitely, yep, brown sugar. Census most definitely tell you your people was now slaves. Well, I know that the ancestor is there to keep track of everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they gotta know who's who. It's too many people. They started the census because it started becoming it was too many people on Earth and over here and stuff. So they had to keep the census. That's one thing that the census is. It's to keep track of everybody, know your family tree and all that type of stuff. People don't Brown Sugar said people don't read and don't buy stuff that's non-materialistic. Most definitely. They don't. And that shit costs, man. Hell yeah, yeah, most definitely. History repeat itself, most definitely. How did you search your people? I called my grandma and I asked her mama's name. and I asked her who her daddy name was and birth dates, where they from, and then I asked her, I was like, "Do you know your mama's mother name?" And she gave me her mother's mother name, birth date, birthplace, and everything. And then she knows her mother's husband, which is Hunter Southworth, which is her great grandfather. Um, so and I just started researching from there, and like with Ancestry.com, it's like when you put in the stuff close to accurate, or if not accurate or whatever, you'll start getting these hints of like census records, birth certificates, death certificates, and other stuff that your ancestors might have put their signature on and stuff like that. And then I just was researching through it. I mean, talking about like pages and pages. Sometimes you'll get lucky and it be on the first page. Most times you gotta like dig, just like you digging in any book. You gotta dig. Oh, excuse me. And then when I start finding something that'll start getting close, because, like I say, keep the kid's name. My grandmama got sisters and brothers too, and they had kids as well. So, and then like her mother had siblings, and then her mother's mother had siblings. So the kids. So hopefully when you can find like a birth certificate or a census record, the birth certificate gonna have their maiden name, their father and mother's name, and where they was born at, and all that type of stuff like that. And then the actual census record of people that's inside the household, kids included and stuff, is gonna be the siblings. So the siblings don't change. So I get the aunts and uncle names and the great aunts and uncles names, and if they can remember that far back, our elders getting old sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But luckily, those who've been taking care of themselves can still get down with the get down. So, we talking, I'm finding census records. I pull up a census record. Okay, that's great grandmama. Okay, so that's her kids right though. Then you click on the kid real quick, you pull it up, got the birth date, how old they are at this time. Yup, that's them. Boom. Okay. They kids had kids. Okay, let me see them. They my distant cousins. They my third, fourth cousins right here. My fifth, sixth cousins. Some cousins removed, some cousins not. This them. Okay, well, they the same. Okay, this them right here. Bing. It goes to the family tree. And then it kind of like ancestry kind of helps you fill it in. You know what I'm saying, with the hints and stuff. It helps you fill it in and bring it to you. So it does that. Like once you get further up, it start helping you. You'll catch a couple of roadblocks because the further up you go, the last names start changing. Maybe it's a spelling. Maybe great grandmama got remarried and people didn't know, or great great grandmother got remarried and it was a family secret because of who she got married to. So they only told the family that she was married one time and that guy is it. Like it's all that type of stuff play into it too. You know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff play into it too. You know what I'm saying? Like my great grandma got remarried like 4 times. So I had to search for her census under 4 different last names, and I had to put it together. I had to look for Southworth Jones, her maiden name Jones, Southworth, Pernell, and man, I had to look for it. And it's one more last name too. I can't remember him, but I had to look for all of it, and it still pull it up, but it's like that because you got to remember these are straw men. You know what I'm saying? You got to remember these are straw men. These are created players inside the matrix. That's what it is. So. And it just keep going. So like, and some days it gets grueling and aggravating, teeth gritting. Like you just, man, let me take a break off this shit real quick. Start fresh tomorrow. You need that reboot. And sometimes it's like some days you'll get it like that. If they were important enough, you'll find them on Wikipedia. Yeah, like I found George Joseph Alding and John Alding all then on I you can Google them. Um there's another one. William Ezekiel something. It's a few of them on there like The Mayflower got a shipping log and everything. So man, it's crazy. And then like some of us gonna have that Sons of American Revolution or Daughters of American Revolution inside of our chart. And you can go to their museum and go look at their laws and census and their records and stuff. That's another place that be holding records that a lot of people didn't know. You know what I'm saying? You go check their records and stuff. And I'm pretty sure they got a lot of shit in there. Some stuff that's real and true that's not being told. So like I'm gonna make a trip to the one here in Louisville pretty soon. Cause I think I got a few people in my tree. Daddy and mama side. Sons of American Revolution. So I'm like, damn, I feel like my ancestors really knew each other back then, fighting alongside each other because they have tribe and tribal. You know what I'm saying? So, and Sephardic Jews and Moors. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's like that. What's said it though? Glad you could tap in, big dog. We've been wearing chains back then and we still wearing chains now. You know what I'm saying? We've been wearing chains back then. We've been wearing locks. Come on, man. Oh, come on. Dog, it's so clear as day of who's who at this point. It's still clear as day of who's who at this point. I feel like people who still cling on to that African narrative, they want to so bad. And like, bruh, and it's no disrespect to it, but they trying to do that whole Africa shit, like how they do when people be speaking out on the Ashkenazi Jews and they be like anti-Semitic real quick. It's the same thing when you be like, bro, I ain't African. You hate Africans, but I did not say that. I said in my family tree, there's no Africans. You might be one, and that's cool, big dog. If you did your tree and you went all the way up and you found Congo, Zimbabwe, Nigeria, you found all this, man, big cool, man, because we know some did come over. You feel me? Cool. Good shit. But don't put me in that box because I'm not in your family tree and I don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? But we cool off the strength of melanin. We can play it like that with the melanation. But dog, man, that it's my identity. How you gonna try to force me in a box with you that I don't even fit? There's too many people in that box. I don't fit. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm just saying though, like, if you go to Florida, I'm pretty sure there's somebody that got their locks like this. If you go to Florida, there's somebody with their locks like this. It's somebody in Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina right now who's wicked with a big ass chain on and with their shirt off. It's somebody like that right now in the hood. Back then they call them savages. Today they call them ghetto. Call them hoodlums, gangs, thugs. Back then you was a tribe, now you a gang. Back then you was a tribe, now you a thug. Back then you was a tribe, now you a gangster. Back then you was a tribe, now you woo woo. Which is that whole gangster mentality. I don't even understand how. I mean, I understand how we got that gangster mentality because it was indoctrinated in us with the oversaturated of gangster movies of Al Capone and Scarface that was pushed in the hood over and over and over and over and over and over. And you know, everybody want to be Tony Montana and gangster. Boy, you melanated, sit your ass down. Tony Montana got white privilege out here in these streets. That's and he was working with the feds probably. How you think these niggas is moving all these drugs across the seas without getting caught for so long, bro? These folks is feds. I'm not believing none of that story. I ain't believing that. All these drug kingpins that they be telling us, they all was feds. They all was working with the feds. I don't believe none of that shit. They was working with the feds, bro. Ain't no way in hell you bringing in 100 kilos across the border safely and distribute it to the hood for years and you ain't been caught. But these folks can find a blunt in my car though. Okay. They the feds, bro. That's why I say a lot of y'all plugs are police. Undercover. No, they not. How you know? Have you ever seen an undercover agent? No, of course, because they undercover. They're not supposed to be seen. You ain't never seen no undercover agent, and you never gonna see one. How you think a lot of these dudes be getting bust so easily? Yeah, some people be snitching. You wanna know who's snitching? The feds. Who's inside their clique. You don't know? Bro, yo, man, these folks. Dog, I wish I could tell y'all so much shit on this TikTok, man. Y'all going, hey, subscribe to the YouTube so we can get that thing up to 1,000 so I can start going live on there. Man, I promise y'all I can tell y'all a whole lot of shit that, man, that undercover agent shit, that CIA trickery handbook that I read, which I'm going to go back over on live with everybody, but the book on deception and all that type of stuff, bruh. Some of y'all co-workers are agents. Some of y'all plugs and weed men are agent. Some of them niggas at that corner store. Some of them Arabs at that damn liquor store. Bro, half of these ordinary Anglos saying they be walking around in these streets. Agents. And I'm gonna tell you the ones who really look like agents, it'll be the ones that be wearing shades for no damn reason. There don't even be no sun outside, but they got shades on. I'm like, bro, come on. It ain't even bright out here. What you got shades on? So, you know, just, man, half of y'all homeboys and homegirls is agents, and you don't even know it. I know them my whole life. Have you? Do you really know they family? They family could be agents who's breeding them to do the same thing. That's what they do. Some people are born into it. Just like people are born into Masonry and Illuminati and all that type of stuff. Some people are born into the agency. And they get trained this shit. What we say, half of those movies are real in Hollywood. They drop gems and everything like that. Got a little twist. Okay, so now when you step away from the exorcism movie and all the sci-fis, go to these hitman movies. Go to these Kevin Hart with The Rock CIA movies, and even though it's quirky, peep the gems in it, because they telling you why. Because Hollywood is ran by the CIA. The CIA created the Hollywood. They did this shit right here. Whoop-de whoop-whoop. Half of y'all favorite celebrities are feds. Hip-hop cops. Half of your favorite artists are feds. How you think a lot of these artists like Young Thug get caught the fuck up with racketeering? That had to come from somebody on the inside. It always comes from somebody on the inside. Somebody in his gang is a fed. COINTELPRO, infiltration. They do this. Man, how that nigga gonna tell on me how he with the feds? I knew that we grew up together. That's because he was bred to do that. Do you know his family? Do you know his lineage? They was bred to do this. You don't know that nigga for real? You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch the company you keep. For real, boy. This world is real. I don't know what people be thinking. This world is real, dog. That shit exists. All that exists. But it's so beyond certain people comprehension that they can't believe it. They won't believe it. It's boggling their brain because the fluoride is fighting and shit like that, trying to keep them dumbed down, and you trying to lift them up beyond that 6th grade reading level and let them know some shit. When have y'all seen a Mexican wear? Come on, bro. And I ain't disrespecting none of them, but I'm just saying, those who call us wibos, if y'all so natural, why y'all don't do this shit? Anybody can get flowers and dance around for TikTok and all that shit, but our ancestors didn't really do feathers like that for real. You know, like they just was kicking it. I ain't never seen that one. Who do this shit daily, dog? Come on, man, stop playing. We still do our shit to this day. Our culture is not. Our culture is not erased. We just don't recognize it no more. That's all it is. We think we doing some new shit, but it's some old shit. I got the biggest chains, nigga. We been had the biggest chains. That's what we do. Our culture is not erased. We just don't recognize it no more. But we still do this shit still to this day. And they know that we still do this shit to this day. They see us doing it. That's why everybody want to be invited to the barbecue. That sound like Christopher Columbus, right? Hitting the shores of Haiti with the Tianos, where barbecue the word come from. Are we invited to the barbecue? You see on TikTok, everybody want to be invited to the barbecue and shit. Are we invited to the barbecue? We come in peace. The Tiana was like, yeah, y'all good. What y'all want? We, you know what I'm saying? We just threw some burgers and some fish on the grill and shit. Like, y'all hungry? Y'all look hungry, bro. Go on wash off in that water and shit. Hey, go on show him. Yeah, go on show him how he gonna get y'all cleaned up and shit. We gonna have y'all plates and everything. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Columbus, hey, you wanna hit this tobacco? He hit the tobacco. Y'all remember I read that book. The natives got Columbus high. He hit the herb. Yeah. He at the barbecue smashing the food. Went back and told the king and queen of Spain, hey, man, I found the land of milk and honey. Everything plenty, man. They had this herb. The food was good. Like soul food. It was good. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta try this shit. Y'all gotta come back with me. Bring us the spices. They don't know how to use the spices, so they stopped using the spices. As y'all can tell today, they don't even use spices no more. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, look. Hey. Mexican got on boots, I'm dead. Signs are for the conscious mind. Deep cover, yup, exactly. We don't know our own cocoa. Man, look. Man, he still had this nose after all that project, baby. You feel me? Mm. Come on, man. Boy, we still be flashy to this day. Only thing missing is your crown, big dog. It's sitting on some white lady head overseas, big dog. Big shouty. It's sitting on somebody's head overseas, your crown. Yeah, that thing. Your earrings, it's in her ear right now. This cape thing right here with this gym, boy, she be rocking the shit out that bitch. Y'all be seeing the picture, she be rocking this shit, don't she? She be rocking the hell out that little coat thing with the gym. That's yours. That crown yours, the earring yours, that's yours, that gym yours. All this shit, bro. Yours, man. The fuck? But you willing to kill somebody over $10 inside a neighborhood that don't even belong to y'all, but y'all can put y'all money together and buy the whole hood and fix the whole hood instead of moving out of the hood into a white person neighborhood where they don't want y'all at, and you be wondering why the police keep being called on you and you getting harassed at your door and shit like that. Cause they don't want you in the community, cause that's the whole reason for them building that community and throwing a gate around that motherfucker to keep your ass out of that bitch. So why are you going to where you're not wanted, creating more stress on yourself, and now you're dying at 62 because you stressed off of your environment that you chose because you thought it was going to be better because you got a little bit of money, so you switched up real quick on your people. But if all of our people kept the money inside the hood, stacked the hood, rebuild the hood when it was, do y'all know that these projects never looked like this in the beginning? These projects was amazing looking. I'm talking about amazing. They was beautiful when they first got built. We built that shit. We kept them up. We kept them clean. We kept that motherfucker look hood. You feel me? Now look at the shit. And don't nobody care about it. You know who do care about it? The people who's gentrifying everything because they see value in your own hood and you don't even see value in it. You see? Reflection. The reason why you don't see value in your own hood because you don't see value in yourself. That's the reason why you want to move out so quick when you get money instead of fixing this shit up and teaching the kids and the youth to fix your hood up. And once you fix the hood up, it's a safe place to live, to thrive. Because it's always like, bro, come on, man. I don't get it. I don't get the shit that some of our people do, man. Like, I come across videos like that. I scroll straight past that shit because it's stupid. Oh my God, why are you bothering me in my home? Because they don't want you over here, bro. You really asking that? The police is harassing me, of course, and the neighbors called them. This is a slave catcher. And you keep calling yourself black, slave. He's here to catch you. Fuck. He's doing his job to protect and serve not you, but them. Come on, man. Like, what the fuck, bro? But when February come around, you be the wokest motherfuckers, Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and you be the wokest people. But when Friday come, oh my God, why are you doing this to us, bro? Just Friday you said why they doing this to us, and like February you said why they doing this to us, and now in March you asking why they doing Stockholm syndrome much, nigga. Stop going to these people. Stop going to these people neighborhood, bro. Build your own country. We can build our own community and throw our own gate around that motherfucker too. They really gonna feel left out because they want to know what the fuck we got going on, and you know how people love to be in our business, black people business. You know how they love to be in our business. Watch how and you can tell because y'all know y'all been on this line long enough, OGs, new folk, y'all know when I get to talking about, hey man, we just need to separate ourselves and put a gate over us and segregate and just focus on ourselves one time and heal our nation. Why y'all want to separate and segregate folk? Why do y'all want us to be integrated with you so much, folk? That's creepy. You know you don't like us for real. You talk shit about us. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't give a fuck about our problems. Y'all don't care about our pain. Y'all leech off our pain. Y'all don't like us for real. Y'all don't give a fuck. So why do you want to be integrated with people you don't like for so much? That shit's creepy, bro. That's real creepy. I'm just saying. Like, and that ain't hate speech, that's real. Because because this is how I know a lot of people don't know their history, and I know a lot of white people don't know their history too, because even though we were segregated, the cool white folks still came to Black Wall Street and got their head done by Madam C.J. Walker. A lot of white folks still came and banked with the black banks in there and kicked it in the hood. Well, it wasn't the hood back then, it was the neighborhood, but now it's the hood now. But they came and still kicked it, and everybody was still cool, did business, bootleg, alcohol. Folk was still cool like that. You know what I'm saying? The only people that had a problem was the ones who wasn't cool like that. They tell on themselves every time. Spirit guilty. Why y'all want to segregate so much? I'll tell you why. And they hate when I do this, but I'm going to continue doing it. Because when we were segregated, we had all the black inventors, we had all the black banks, we had 20 million acres of land, black families was together, kids listened, they had morals and they had respect for each other and everything like that. We ain't really fight amongst each other like that unless we was sparring and slap boxing, you feel me, like that. You know what I'm saying? We was highly educated, we was reading above a 6th grade level, and we had comprehension and understanding. You know what I'm saying? We did this. We had our backs. We was very much united, and we was thriving. We wasn't poor. We wasn't slaves. We had farms, and we were owners. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But now you integrate. Black inventors disappear. You gotta watch prison TikTok just to find some inventors in there. Damn, bro, these niggas out here really turned their bed into a motherfucking grill, nigga. These niggas smarter than a motherfucker, nigga. These niggas in here grilling on their bed, bro. You gotta watch prison TikTok to find the inventors. And if their neighborhood, their environment was different and their circumstances, that inventor that you see in prison TikTok could have been free and been doing something else with their mindset. But, environment play a role whether people want to believe it or not. So now, you lose the black inventors. You lose the black banks. You lose the black dollar. You lose the land. You lose the morals. You lose the character. You want to fit in. You want to keep up with the Joneses. Now you become a consumer. Now you're going broke and you don't know financial literacy. Now you're reading on the 6th grade reading level. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep healthy relationships, whether it's family, friends, or boyfriend and girlfriend. You can't do none of that shit. You're dependent on the government now. I see why y'all want us integrated, but I see why we need to be separated. Just until we get our shit together. Just until we get our shit together. You know how when an addict go get clean? We need to separate so we can get clean. We need a community detox because we've been integrating and soaking up horrible energies and vibrations for generations. And one thing we know about melanin, it absorbs energy. And when it absorbs energy, it emits energy. It absorbs energy and then it emits energy. So what you soak up, you push out. As above, so below. You are connected to the universe. What you manifest and send up, it comes back down. What you soak in, you push back out. That gangster mindset came from Anglo-Spaniards and Anglo-Italians, such as Billy the Kid, Bonnie and Clyde, Scarface, who's an Anglo-Spanish person. You know, and what's that one gangster? Al Capone. That's everybody's favorite. Al Capone. Everybody's favorite Anglo gangster, Al Capone. Where you get that gangster mindset from? You seen Al Capone and Anglo gangsters before you seen melanated gangsters. Where you get that mindset from, huh? Okay, so now we need a community detox. We need a healing center. Like for real. We need a detox, man, as a community. Like for real. Cause but we'll be straight though. We'll be straight. They still got your crown though. You gotta go get that back, man. You gotta go get that. You gotta go get that. You gotta go get that lit back. You gotta go get that lit back. You has to go get that lit back, bit dog. Same way as one of your brothers come and do something to you, you go do something quick to him. Hey man, we gotta go get that lit back. What you talking about? This what they scared of right though. For real. Talking about 50 million melanated people from America going overseas together in front of the castle or some shit like that. Man, look. Shawty have a heart attack in it. That motherfucker. They done found out. You feel me? They go, boy, look, they gonna lose their shit. And all the black Europeans over there, they gonna be like, oh my God, they have come back to save us. Yes. Man, we came back to get our shit back. I mean, y'all can kick it. But we just won't, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just came to get our shit back. We gonna go back the next day though, because America's home. America's home. You know what I'm saying? We just came back for those ancestors who got fucked over though. Yeah. Because they didn't want to be Catholic or Christian. And it's funny because the main oppressed people in America are either Catholic or Christian. Come on. Come on, bro. Come on. We need more woke Mexicans. How are you a Catholic? Here's the funny thing. You call us a Wabo, but how are you an American Indian, but you Catholic, bro? Think about that. Just like, how are you melanated and you Christian? I can tell you the Christian one, though. Since now you found out you melanated European, I can tell you where the Christianness comes from. But how are you Catholic, though? That's the question. How? Hmm. Hmm. I dare all my Latinos to dig into that. How you Christian? A lot of y'all know conquistadors and all that type of shit. Now the question is, why are you still Catholic? If you know that's how you became Catholic. Just the same question as my melanated brothers and sisters. If you know that Christianity came from the oppressor, why are you still Christian? Why are you still believing anything that comes with that? Such as the one God mindset, when you know Elohim is plural. You know, Anunnaki is many. How are you going to keep that up? How are you still going to believe in the beginning it was just Adam and Eve? That's still Christian mindset when Elohim said, let us, plural, make men, plural, in our image, plural. So, there were people outside of Adam and Eve on Pangea. You know what I'm saying? There were more people outside Adam and Eve on Pangea. You gotta get out of that mindset. Gotta get out of that mindset. Because everything is in reverse, everything's told backwards. And that's, man, look. We gonna get back into it. So now, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up because I ain't trying to keep people on here too long and I gotta be up early. So with that being said, how to fix and heal the melanated family. Better parenting. Community. Financial literacy. Real literacy. Stop being scared. Stop sheltering. Stop coddling your kids. Let them know the real. You are not only your kids' parents, but you also are their best friend, their first friend, and at the end, you're going to be their only friend, and you are their first love, and in the end, you're going to be their only love. You know what I'm saying? Let them have a voice and let them speak and let them be an individual and don't put them in a box. Listen to the kids, to what they're saying, and listen to what they're not saying. You know what I'm saying? Get back to taking herbs. Y'all not gangs. Y'all a tribe. Start acting like a tribe. Start moving like a tribe. And when we got to get back to the ancient ways, yes, gang members, you guys have to get back to the ancient ways because Crips and Bloods were one in the beginning. Get back to that. Because y'all still one in the beginning. Y'all too busy beefing with each other. The police coming through smashing both of y'all because in their eyes, both of y'all the same. Look at these. They beefing over color. They all Negroes. Smash them all. Okay. So if that's the case, then start moving like one. Y'all try it. Move like it. Y'all don't even know how y'all beef started. So if you don't even know how the beef started, man, let that shit die out and create something new on unity, bro. You know what I mean? Crips and Bloods is in America. Create that unity. That's the unity that they scared of. That's the warriors and soldiers that they scared of. Create that unity. That's why they work so hard to keep y'all separated. That's why they got a hell of a lot of feds inside the gangs right now. Y'all gotta weed them out. That's a little gem for y'all. I ain't gonna go too deep. You know, I'm retired. I don't you know what I'm saying? But it's a little gem for the active ones, but I'm retired, so now. And eat better. Take your herbs. What else? Fix the family and heal the family. Eat together. Sit down at the table and eat together. It's not gonna kill y'all. Sit down, have a conversation, ask each other how y'all day was, what happened, who did what, how you feeling, how your day going. You know what I'm saying? Sit down, have a talk about some funny shit. Like, fuck, it's 7 days in a week. Y'all can sit down at a table together at least one time out that week. Call it family night or something. After y'all get done eating, go watch a movie together or some shit and go to sleep right there in the living room or something. Do something together. But heal. Put your ego to the side. Have patience. Have tolerance. Move on unconditional love. The village got to look out for each other. Get out of your ego on that. And knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge and wisdom. But knowledge applied brings the wisdom. So, and those are just beginner solutions on healing the melanated family in the household and the community. Since everybody always talking about there's a problem, can't nobody say that Los and everybody else didn't give you no solution, because this will be on YouTube. So if anybody want to hear a solution, and anybody out there in the streets, y'all hear like, hey, what's the solution? We complain about the problem. Send them to YouTube. Hey, check this out. All right. So there's hella solutions out here, man. And then what else? I got a lot of videos I'm gonna drop for y'all. Signs are for the conscious mind. It's the YouTube. Go tap in, go check it out. Go to the community channel, hit that link. Y'all know gas high, might as well get some cash back while you're filling up. Click the link. I got y'all. You feel me? 100. I'm already up down there $40 fucking with it. So, here's a little. You want to get some money back? Go on, tap it in. Signs are for the conscious mind. Go to the community section where I be making my posts and stuff. I got the link in there. Think how you do it. Boom. Use my promo code. Everybody get paid. You feel me? So, and everybody get gas, free gas, gas off, cash back on gas, cash back on food places, grocery stores, all that type of stuff, man. Like, you can really get your dust. Check out the Amazon store. Go to the main profile or this profile. Click that link right there. Go to the Amazon store, man. Got all types of stuff. Got a step-by-step book on genealogy. Shout out to Dane Calloway. It's his book. The brother let me put it on there. So got that on there. Got other American Indians and American books and Black Americans. I got another book I'm about to post on there. I ain't about to tell y'all yet until my book comes. And then I can tell y'all the book name and I'll put it on there. But you know what I'm saying? Gotta keep some stuff for myself now. Come on, can't give y'all everything. But and then got crystals, got gems, got herbs, black sea oil, Irish sea moss, got all that type of stuff on there, man. Just go to the page, click the link, boom. Everything right there. There's no excuse on why you can't find nothing. Los got it, and if Los don't have it, we can't find it. I guarantee that I have it and I put it on there, and we all gonna get this healing together and stuff like that. So, go check out the Amazon store right there. I try to keep it updated for everybody on new stuff. Meal replacement shakes, protein shakes, all that good stuff. And with that being said, I appreciate everybody tuning in. I hope everybody enjoyed the live. I hope it was a good live. I hope everybody got some gems, something from it. I will set the live event for either this weekend or Wednesday. I haven't decided. I'll let y'all know in the middle of my Ubering tomorrow. Got a couple of videos I'm going to drop tomorrow. Stay tuned and everything like that. So, with that being said, hey, man, look. Hold on. What is this doing? Hold on, y'all. So now with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. Let's go ahead and get this risk. So we gotta get back, getting that fiat currency and intentional servitude on. So vibrate high, peace, prosperity, abundance, gratefulness, gratitude. Practice serenity, control what you can control, let go of what you can't control, and have the wisdom to know the difference so you can balance or erase any negative karma that you may have accumulated in your past life and your present life so your future life can be abundant and prosperous in wisdom and knowledge and everything. Knowledge is power, but it's powerful when it's applied. And with that being said, I'm going to holler at y'all. I love y'all. Video gonna be on YouTube for those who caught it late. Go check out the YouTube for other videos and lives that you may have missed. And I'm out.